Hi, I'm Ambry and this is Ambry's Corner and welcome back to my channel. If you're a viewer, subscriber, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, watcher, subscriber, welcome back. Hi guys. So, before I get to the video, welcome back. Hi. I don't know when you'll get this video exactly, but you will get it. It might be part of, like, I want to say maybe April, maybe not even April, maybe May's videos. You know, you might get it May. Who knows? I do have like Let's Talk planned for May, so this might be part of it. I don't know. We'll see. But tonight I was watching something on YouTube, and I'll get into that later. But I was watching something on YouTube, and it made me feel inspired. And I'm gonna tell y'all the reason why I had to take like a moment from. I had started focusing on the wrong things, the opposite of why I started doing YouTube. The complete opposite. Let's just backtrack to like my very first video. You know, I gave y'all details about, you know, me, my age, where I'm from, and all that, and I told y'all a little bit about, you know, my GED, and I even did a series of my GED. So if you haven't seen those, please go watch those and you can get a better understanding of, you know, what I'm about to talk about now, or maybe a little bit of an understanding. But it all goes back to that very first video. Me starting my YouTube. I started my YouTube on a whim, y'all, on a complete whim. Like I think like two of my friends from high school I was in contact with, well, I'm still in contact with, told me about YouTube they started and how, you know, now they would just give me advice that I should start mine. And then one night, I know when the name just came to me, Ambry's Corner, and Ambry is my middle name if you didn't know. It just came to me in Corner, you know. And when I think about corner, I think about like the people in my corner, you know, like my grandmama, my mama, my aunties, my cousins, everybody that's always rooted for me when I didn't really truly root for myself. I had to remember that. I had to hold true to that, because that all comes back full circle to why I'm doing this, why I even want to do this. You know, I kept saying when I first bought this camera, I hope this all wasn't for no reason. I kept saying it. And part of me couldn't figure out why I was thinking like that. But now I know what I was thinking. Because I was focused on the wrong things. I had started becoming obsessed with people watching my videos and stuff like that. And I was getting frustrated when I wasn't getting views, or when I was posting regularly and nobody wasn't watching. But that's not what's important here. When I started this, I thought back to everything I felt before I started. You know what I mean? How I just really feel like I needed to talk. I need to get it out without bombarding a family member with everything I was feeling or trying to write it down. You know what I mean? That wasn't going to do it anymore, because that worked when I was in school, but it wasn't working for me anymore. Keeping a journal just didn't hold the same benefits it did for me now that it did then. And because I wasn't really aware of what I was walking into yet back then. But I'm more aware of I'm more aware of now what I'm walking into, what I'm doing. And in it, I think a lot of my ideas, a lot of the videos that I come up with, they are to me, they benefit me, and they're gonna benefit the people who need to watch my videos, because I don't expect everybody to watch. I kept listening to my friends tell me what they thought I should do, what they thought I should be filming, but that's not important to me. I watch those videos, the pranks, the vlogs, like the lifestyle videos, and maybe one day I'll venture off into that. But right now, I really have a story to tell. I have a testimony to give, and it doesn't involve those things. And maybe once I'm here with my testimony, I can venture out. And so that's why I haven't been able to do it. That's why I haven't made any efforts to do it, because those aren't the things that really matter to me right now. What I feel, what I've been feeling, what I've been what I've been trying so hard to get past is what I need to talk about, is what I need to express. I attempted to do the story time about the boy I hit with a stick, and I am going to do that story time. But when I first filmed the video, like 5 minutes into the video, I started crying because I wasn't here, because I hadn't got over it yet, or I hadn't come to terms with it yet. And that story is such a down point for me. It's because, well, we'll get into that in the video, but it goes back to everything I feel, everything I went through, everything I am in essence who I am. You know what I mean? And so tonight, when I was watching that YouTube video and I was listening to the YouTube talk to me, and she was saying everything that I need to hear, everything that I've been needing for like the last couple weeks now. I took that break, y'all, and truth was, I was focusing on the wrong things. And when I started focusing on the right things, that's when everything started coming back. The ideas, I had lost my mojo for, like, I wasn't inspired. But I don't need inspiration outside of me, because all the inspiration I need is right here. It's in me. Because like I said, that was the reason for me starting YouTube, and I'm gonna tell that story too about why. But that was the reason, that was the purpose behind it. I want to help people, y'all. I want to help people by telling people my story. You know what I mean? I want to help people by, okay, look, like this. I didn't have it the easiest either. You know, I didn't grow up with it with a spoon in my mouth. You know, my mama had to work. My mom had to get out there and make her money. You know, she wasn't always around, and not because she didn't want to be, but because she couldn't be. You know what I mean? She had to provide, and she was a single mama trying to do it by herself. So I don't blame her for that. And that's why I try to help her out as much as I can now. Because I know that she's only done what she can. But when I needed her, when I really needed her, she was there. She was front and center there. My aunties, when my mama couldn't do it, my aunties and my grandmama and my granddaddy, they picked up the slack. Like, it was never no slack on her end. It was never none on her end. It was just like, you know, my dad wasn't around, and he's a whole nother story. And I'm working on forgiving him, but that hasn't come yet. And it will. I know it will in time. Just not now. And, you know, he wasn't there, and I didn't understand it quite then, but I kind of do now. Maybe when we do finally, you know, become acquainted, I'll cherish him more, cause I had to, you know, I had to build a relationship with him. It wasn't just there. I had to build it. So, you know, I'll appreciate it more when it does happen. But I have to hold on to why I am the way I am, why I feel so passionate. And most of my passion comes from school. You know what I mean? Like, that's where my drive comes from. When I was in school, where I came from and where I am, how I feel, how I'm feeling, like, it comes from those moments that I've been trying to get over for a better part of my life. Those moments that I was scared to talk about, that I've been scared to talk about. Those moments that I realized in the beginning of 2021 that I wasn't going to be scared to talk about them. Those are the moments I have to remember. Those are the things that drove me to do this. Y'all, when I realized that, it came back, and I remembered, you know. And so I didn't come to give a full video today because I don't feel like it right now. But like, I felt like I had to get in front of this camera and let you know that I strayed for a moment from what was important. But I'm back on it now. I'm back, and I'm gonna get into the nitty gritty. And like I said, these videos aren't meant for everybody, and I understand that. So if you don't watch this, if it don't get no views, that's fine. But these videos are meant for everybody. These videos are meant for the people that need to see it, the people that just really at rock bottom. They don't know what else to do. They feel like they've run out of options. They ain't got no more. They only got this option. It's only this way. It's only this way. This is who this is for. This is who these videos are meant for. Everybody is not going to watch my content because I know the type of content I'm starting out with. I know what I'm starting out with because I'm doing it purposely. This was always the plan. I'm trying to help, inspire, uplift, motivate people. I'm not trying to get famous. I'm not interested in fame. I want a simple life at the end of the day. I want to be married. I want kids. I want to be happy. I want to be surrounded by my family. I don't care about none of that other crap. That other crap does not impress me or please me. It doesn't. It has no bounds here. I'm happy every day just waking up, seeing my mama, seeing my family, making sure my family good, making sure the people around me, my friends good. I'm happy every day just doing it. I'm happy just seeing my best friend has a baby. Another friend of mine is about to have a baby. I am so happy for them because they experiencing something that I want to experience. My cousin is getting married. You know, I'm happy for him because he's moving on with his life, and he don't came from a hard time. You know, a hard time. So he's moving on with his life and he getting married. I'm happy for him. I want to see those moments. Those are the moments that matter to me. Being famous. I'm not a materialistic person. I've never cared about materialistic, and I forgot about that. I truly forgot about it, and I'm sorry. And I lost my way for a second, but I'm back. I'm back. And like I said, these videos are not for everybody, and I understand it, and I forgot that for just a moment. That slipped my mind, but now I know why, and I have to keep reiterating it to myself, letting myself know you didn't start the same for the same reasons everybody else started. Most of the people I watch are makeup artists. They started just to show people how to put on makeup, and it turned into something else. You know what I mean? The genre I'm starting is a healing genre. I'm not trying to break into the makeup scene, the fashion scene, you know, the lifestyle scene. You know, maybe later on that could happen, but this for me is about healing. It's about healing. I've been through so much crap in my life. Some things I can't appreciate. Some things I can. Some things I can't appreciate yet. You know what I mean? It's just all about timing for me. Everything happened in timing, and I have to keep remembering that. Keep reminding myself of that. The person I am now wasn't ready for the things that I have now. You know, I wasn't ready for this when I was 16, 17, 18 years old. 27-year-old me has more of appreciation for it. Is willing to put in the work for it. And that's where this comes in. That's where these videos that I'm about to start doing come in at. I'm gonna touch into some of my school life academically. I wasn't the strongest student academically, and it played out in GD school, just how I learned, you know, just how I work, how my mind worked. Dyslexia got thrown around a lot when I was in elementary school and middle school and high school. It got thrown around so much to the point that I actually started believing that I had dyslexia. I don't have dyslexia. That information came from teachers that was misinformed about what dyslexia really is. I don't have dyslexia. I never had it, but I had teachers and other people that made me think, not because they just want to learn disability, because that is a real learning disability and it does exist, but not because they just wanted to give it to me, but because they wasn't informed enough to know the signs of this, which is why they could never tell me whether I had it or not. And so I'm going to break into some of that. I'm going to break into some of my struggles when I started my GD class. I'm going to get back into that stuff because that plays a big part in me now. You know, how I feel now. How I learn now, how right now I could consider going back to school. That plays a big part in it, and I think that might be something I might venture into later on, you know, a long while later on, because I got some other things I want to get in front of right now. But you know, I think that's where a lot of that comes from, and I have to go and talk about that. I need to talk about it because for the better part of my life, I thought I had dyslexia. I thought I had it. And then my mama sat down to me and told me, she said, you don't have dyslexia. She said, you read perfectly fine. You don't have it. You see everything just like I see it. There's nothing wrong with you. You just learn differently. And I do learn different. I learned a lot different. The teachers I had some really good teachers in school. I'm not going to even front on them. I had some really good teachers. Some of them really patient, and some of them just didn't have the patience to deal with the type of learning that I needed. And I was made aware that when I hit GED classes, when I got teachers that had the patience, that took the time, that asked me, Yasmin, do you understand the work? And when I didn't understand it, they was willing to sit there with me and explain everything to me. That's when I learned the type of learner I was. That's when it became undeniably clear to me what I needed, how I was ever going to thrive in school. And that's when I started thriving. That's when I started seeing results. That's when I started working, because I could see where my problem was, and I could work on it myself with the help and support of people around me, strong people around me, people that and I stopped being scared to ask for help, because I stopped being scared of people's judgment, because it became clear to me then what was more important. If you are somebody right now that is being diagnosed with dyslexia, and you know in your heart that you don't have dyslexia, please scream it, yell it, because sometimes when you don't learn the same way as everybody else, people like to call it something that it's not. It's not dyslexia. If I can't just sit down, read the book, and remember and retain all the information, that's not dyslexia. That's just not the way I learn. Some people can hear a story like me. When I was in elementary school, my teacher used to always say that, tell my mama, like, Yasmin learns differently. Like, they knew that, but some of them knew that, but not all of them knew that. Yasmin learns differently. We could read the book and we could go back and ask what happened in the book, and she could repeat the word for word what exactly happened in the book. That's true. That's even true now. You could tell me something, I'm gonna remember the whole thing, word for word, verbatim, what happened. That's how I am. That's how I've always learned. Reading has always come natural for me, because I didn't realize it until later in life, but it's my getaway. It's like how I escape my reality. I have to read. I have to have a book on hand at all times, because when I'm going through something, best believe I'm taking time out to read. These past couple of days when I have been filming, the last week or two when I have been filming, well, it's gonna be a month actually, because I've finished up all the filming I need to do for like the next 2 months. But I read. I've been reading. I love it. It's my first love. Like, math has never come easy for me, because it's just not. But when I work at it and when I'm trying, it can be. It's just something. Math has just always been something. That's not the point of this video. I'm just trying to give you an idea of what's coming your way, what happened, and you know how I'm moving from it now. How has it changed me now? But yeah, I had to reiterate that, you know, there was a reason why I felt motivated to do this when I got out of GED school. I was looking for an outlet, a way to get past everything and finally be done with it. And YouTube was something I want to do, but I just wasn't sure whether I was ready for it yet. And I was ready. I had been ready for it. I was just wasting time. And now I got the time. I got nothing but time to film, to talk, to be inspired, to inspire. I got nothing but time. That's exactly what I want to do. That's exactly what I want to do. And I'm going to do that, starting with this video and the rest to come. So y'all get ready. Prepare yourselves. Buckle up. I am back with a vengeance. I am back with a vengeance. Like, I lost my way, but I am back. I am found. I'm just gonna cut that right there. This video is 19 minutes, or 19 minutes and 20 seconds, 30 seconds, whatever it is, long. So that's good enough. That's long enough video for you to enjoy. I'll be seeing y'all real soon. Y'all make sure y'all watch all those other videos, including the big surprise with you by now. By the time you see this video, will already know what the big surprise is. I got a new camera. I got a video about the camera coming your way. It's ready and ready to get up. I just haven't done so yet. I got whole lot of other stuff coming your way. I got a lot of ideas. Yeah, I am inspired, and this is just the beginning. See you next one. Bye.